Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to another Zoomcast. This is Larry Perori. I'm glad to be your host tonight. And welcome once again to Tips and Tricks, a continuing series which was started at the ending of 2019 and championed by Mr. Michael Amann. So let me give you a little introduction as to tonight's presenter, Mr. Michael Amann. He has been with Karatbars community since 2014. He's worked in the telecommunications industry for well over 2 decades. It could be more than that. He has a huge team and is affectionately known as the go-to man, hence his name, Aman, all right? So Michael has represented the Caribbean at a number of KB international events and is known and respected as a leader. Michael's vision is a one Caribbean of gold savers with knowledge and the understanding to shape their destiny. So I'm very pleased tonight to introduce tonight's presenter, Mr. Michael Amann. So without further ado, Michael, I'm going to unmute your mic and the call is all over to you, sir. Good to have you on the call tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much for that warm introduction, Larry, and thank you everyone for coming on the call tonight. Right. So tonight, just want to again thank you again for that introduction. I have been an affiliate since the 2013. I think it was August 2013, 30th, and I do appreciate the team that is working with me in bringing Karatbars, not just for Trinidad and Tobago, where I am from, where I'm located, but to the region and to the world at large. In the lower right-hand corner, you would see, let me start the presentation directly. Tonight, we just want to go through a little bit about who we are, what we do, a little information about something that has been causing some controversy over the past week. And I wanted to bring some level of clarity to that and to show some options that are available to us as affiliates, and also to do a quick overview of the K1 Impulse phone. So starting off, we are representing Karat Caribbean, which is a team that I founded back in 2013, early 2014. Basically, it is not a team, it is more a movement to impact the world, led by affiliates from the region, from various groups. We have various groups that are represented on WhatsApp from various places. From the region, we have, see the names of several of them there. We also have persons from Jamaica, from Bahamas, from Barbados, and we are on various apps on Facebook, Skype, on Telegram. And these are not just separate individual entities, but we are all working together as a team. Even though we may be from different teams, we have different uplines and so on, but we're working as a team to share Karatbars with people around. And in order to share, we have been having some Zoom calls every week. Of course, we have Monday nights, a Synergy Team Huddle to get updates from the company. On Tuesdays, we have Power of Mass Adoption with Carlos Gonzalez. Wednesdays, Tips and Tricks, such as the session that you're on now. And on Thursdays, oops, I misspelled that, sorry. Crypto Ninja, Mr. Larry Pereira, providing some information on fintech education. And some of this may actually be, this is really to increase financial education for us who are in Karatbars, as well as persons who are now learning about it. But we're not just focusing on Karatbars and this business alone, but in general financial education and how Karatbars fits in. Fridays, we may or may not have a Zoom call based on the need, or we may have a special, right? We have been focusing on training for this year. We have persons who have been learning how to trade in crypto. Basically, they're learning how to use the Karatbit exchange to trade and to earn a little extra. We have beginners trading for persons who are new to crypto trading as a whole, and also for persons who may have some familiarity, but to get into some more advanced training, we have that session as well, taking place on Thursday evenings. We also had a K-Merchant workshop that was just completed this Sunday gone in Kufa, and of course, we will have that in future venues. Basically showing people, we talk about Karatbit, we talk about K-Merchant, we're not just talking about these products, these services, we're showing people how to use it so we can benefit our country as a whole. We will also be working towards conferences and to have a marketplace later on. In addition to this, for persons who are new or who would like to have a face-to-face session, we have local private gold receptions, or PGRs as we call them. And we are currently moving around right now in the country of Trinidad and Tobago, Marabella, Hoover, Princestown, Faizabad. We have been to those places already. We're moving into other places, Mafeking, Mayaro, back to Marabella. We're going to Point Fortin, and we have other places that we are going to. The actual schedule will, of course, and the venues will subject to change, subject to availability, cost, and demand. If you are from an area and you'd like us to visit there, please contact us and we could work on having something there. This is for if you're in Trinidad and Tobago. If you're not in Trinidad and Tobago, but you're from the region, well, stay tuned. We may soon be coming near you. We've already had representation, thanks to Larry, has been in Barbados for 1 week. We currently have Denise Pereira Bissessa, who's representing us, who is in St. Lucia. And we would be later on in the year moving to various countries in the region, Jamaica, Grenada, Aruba, and so on, right? So as we continue, we would be seeking to increase the representation of persons from the region in our international conferences. The international conferences, of course, we have one planned for October in Amsterdam. This is the international conference. And usually in these international conferences, we have lots of representation from USA, Canada, England, and so on. And we have only certain countries. One country that is usually represented is the Bahamas. But this year, we want to make a difference, more than just the Bahamas. Last time in July, we had Bahamas, Jamaica. We also had Trinidad and Tobago. We want to increase representation, to have persons from Barbados and persons from the region represented in our international conference. This is our part of our goal to help raise Karatbars and raise the business to a new level for us in the region and as a whole. We also have a website, goldcashflowsystem.com, to help people learn more than just about how to share the business with others and tips and tricks on doing that. We also have a Karat Academy, which also goes into more details and various elements of our ecosystem. We also have on the Gold Cash Flow System a summary of support. Persons may need to contact support. They don't know what number to call. Just go to goldcashflowsystem.com. You go down, you'll see a summary of all the numbers you need to call for support for prepaid financial services, to get the PIN activated when you get your card. And of course, we have a couple email addresses based on your situation. Right, so that basically is an overview of the team and the level of support that we give to everyone. Now we want to just go a little bit into our tip and trick for today. And I call it episode 3.1 because today it's a two-part session. We have, want to go through the package summary. As stated before, just about a week or 2 weeks ago, the company had introduced some new packages. This is the multi-package. And it has caused some form of controversy, lack of clarification, and I may even use the word confusion in some quarters, because people have been hearing feedback that persons are thinking that Karatbars has become more of an MLM type company, and it is making it difficult and stuff like that. But I wanted to point out to you today that is not so. What we need to do is really to step back a little bit and take a look at the overall package summary, the overall options that are available to Karatbars. Before going into this, I just wanted to state that from the start, the business plan in Karatbars is always optional. There is no mandatory requirement for anyone want to do certain things or want to participate in a certain function. That's fine. But persons will not be penalized if they're not. Okay, so let me start. The business package summary. Persons may be familiar with this business package. We've had these business packages, or what we call the classic business packages, for some time. We have the bronze, silver, gold, and VIP. And these are available. We can get 100% direct commissions from them, and the units being 5, 20, 50, and 100, as I explained before, as you know, right? Those persons may know. So persons who want to start, they can get a physical package. When they order these packages, they would be delivered via FedEx to countries that would allow the delivery. There's some countries where there may be a little bit of, of a challenge bringing in a physical package. So the company has made it possible for those persons to still participate by giving them a digital package. That is, these packages would then be available electronically. It is also possible to get the status that these packages provide by purchasing some of the products, such as the phones. You'll notice, for example, if you were to purchase the Impulse K1 phone, you would be able to get the one for 1250 euros, and you can get silver status with that purchase. You can get one for 1750 and get the gold status for that purchase, or you can get the 2500 DVI a phone package and get a VIP status, right? And these phones, of course, using the voice over blockchain protocol. We'll go a little bit into how it works in a few minutes. Then most recently, we have the release of what is referred to as the multi-packages. And these multi-packages are available from 75 euros up to 7,500 euros. With these multi-packages, when you make the purchase, it does not include gold per se, but we do get the added option of getting e-points, which can be redeemed for other products and services. For right now, the ones you can redeem the e-points for would be the K1 Impulse phone, the WIM laptop, and the CEM. And of course, for the majority of these packages, these multi-packages, when you purchase them, you also get the dual team status. So with these various options, I've noticed that there's some of us are not really looking at all that is available. The focus has been on the multi-package when there are other packages available. And in fact, based on some of the presenters introducing the business internationally, they focus on some, but not the others. So I decided to do a little exercise and put all of the packages available right now. Everything that you can purchase in Karatbars from which you can get a dual team status, I have put together in one sheet. You would see here the overall package summary sorted by package name. You would see here, of course, we have the business packages, bronze, gold, silver, VIP, the CEM machines. Note that when you get the CEM, you also get VIP status if one were to purchase those. We have the Impulse K1 packages, number 1, 2, and 3. We also have the IP package, which many people don't really mention as much. But the thing is, with the IP package, one can purchase one and get 10 incentive points. And these are redeemable when the company has incentives. And usually, when these incentives are out, the IPs are basically the same. Can you redeem the same amount of points for the same amount? You can actually redeem them for packages, and you could redeem them for more than packages. You can get packages and phones and other things as well. And a bronze package is usually redeemable for 30 IP points, which is simply 3 purchases of these IP packages. So 50 times 3. So it is possible to get a package by purchasing these IP packages over time. But of course, we also have the multi-packages. From the multi-packages, one can earn points. You see the points there, right? One can also earn cash gold from other purchases. There's no other packages here that would allow you to earn gold from other purchases, aside from the general compensation plan, where when we get beyond a certain amount of, when we get about a certain amount of commissions, we actually get paid in gold. Just one second. And then, of course, we have the WIM K1 bundle and the WIM laptop. We can also get dual team statuses by purchasing these products as well. Now that we have all of these options on the table, let's take a quick look at how they compare against each other. And to do that, I wanted to do a quick sort by price. If you sort by price, you would see that in particular, let's look at the bronze packages. There's 3 different ways you can get a bronze status by either obtaining the multi-package 2, the business bronze, or the multi-package 3. The business bronze, you don't get any classic gold. None of the bronze packages give you classic gold, but you do get 0.1 gram of cash gold. In the multi-package 3, you can earn cash gold when others purchase the same multi-package, right? That is the 285, package number 3. And you actually earn 50 E-points. With the business bronze, you don't get E-points. But whereas the multi-package 3 generates 3 units, the business bronze generates 5. And even though the multi-package 1 and 2 may be a little bit less expensive, they also generate less units as well. In addition, when one obtains the business bronze, you get 100% commissionable, or 100% commissions. In that, if the cost of the package is, in this case, 178.50 euros, you would get 17.85 euros for that purchase, direct commissions. All right, so in terms of a value, oops, going back there, sorry about that. Yeah, okay, right. In the case of this silver, we can get silver from multi-package number 4. The price of the business silver is a couple hundred euros higher, but 150 euros higher. But however, with the business silver, 20 units are generated, whereas with the multi-package number 4, 5 units are generated. In fact, if you want to get 5 units generated, it may be better for a person to purchase a business bronze than to get the multi-package number 4, right? And of course, with the silver, you get a gram of gold, classic gold, and you get cash gold. You can earn gold from the multi-package 4. The difference being that if you were to purchase the multi-package 4 and other people purchase multi-package 4, you will earn that 0.1 gram of gold multiple times over. Okay, so if your focus is on saving in gold or obtaining gold consistently, you may want to consider the multi-package number 4. But if you want to get gold as part of your package and you want to have units in your team to cause more cycling, the business silver may be the one that is more appealing. Then I would come to gold, the K1, 2. You can get the K1, 2 if you want to get gold status. You can actually purchase the phone, the package number 2. It is slightly less than the business gold, but the units generated is slightly less. So just for like about 15 euros more, right, you can help persons get the business gold and get 2 gram classic gold as well. 50 units generated. Okay. Now the greatest value, however, is actually the impulse K1 number 3. If you will notice that this generates 50 units, even though it's a VIP, it's 50 units that's generated, not 100. However, it's 100% commissionable and it costs 2,500 euro. This is more affordable than the business VIP, which is around 3,500 euros, and even the multi-package number 6, which is 3,750. One can save more than 1,000 euros simply by purchasing the Impulse K1 number 3. And the neat thing about this is that this will tie in with the vision that Harold Sites has to get 1% of the telecommunications market. There are other business packages, of course. One can get the WIM laptop just for 100 euros more and get the same 100% commissionable. When others purchase it, you get 100, well, you get 10% of the full amount. So in which case somebody purchases a WIM laptop, you get 260 euros. This is amazing, right? The business VIP is a little bit more. You go up to around 1,000 euros more, 3,500, 3,600, and of course the multi-package number 6. The multi-package number 6 and 7 are great if one is building a team who are also purchasing multi-packages. One will basically be at the top of the food chain, so to speak. They will be able to earn gold, they'll be able to earn the units, and of course everything else with a standard VIP pack from everyone in their team. But in terms of a value, I'm just speaking openly. One can look at the Impulse K13 or the WIM laptop. The cost differential there is pretty interesting. Some persons may say, hey, but if I order those items, I may have to pay more in duties when they're coming in through our company's customs department, right? And that may be true, but that difference in cost, I'm sure, can more than make up for that. So it is something to consider. Now, one of the things I'm doing here, I am not telling people what to purchase. I'm just showing you what the options are. When you are informed, you can make your decisions. By the way, I'm just explaining what some of these other things are. I've also sorted this based on cost. Not everything is able to be purchased with cash gold, but some of them are. And when you help your team to purchase a package with cash gold, you generate even more economic activity in the system. Because when cash gold is purchased, you get more units generated. For each 0.1 gram cash gold, 0.02 units are generated, which means for 1 gram of cash gold, that's 0.2. For every 5 grams of cash gold that is purchased, that is 1 unit generated. What are these payment options, Mike? Well, CC stands for credit card. KM is K merchant, meaning that persons can purchase these items with Bitcoin or with Ethereum from the K merchant platform. BW, that's bank wire, and of course KP is Karatbars. So when you're looking at the package, you would find more affordable or more strategic. You can actually look to see what the payment options are and then move accordingly. Most of them allow KP or Karatbars. And this means that one of the key things that can be done, which is supposed to be our focus anyway, is to save in gold. If we save in cash gold, when we purchase a certain amount of cash gold every month, every week, periodically, we can take that cash gold and put it into our Karatbars and have it there ready for use. If we want to ship it, we just unload it back and request physical delivery. If we want to trade on Karatbars, once it stays there for more than 8 weeks, you can then deposit Univals into Karatbars, and you can do your crypto trading. If you want to purchase a package, you can simply purchase a package. There's no waiting period for that. So these are the overall package summary options available. One thing I'd also want to note is that for the business packages in particular, these prices are tied to the price of gold, which tends to fluctuate, okay? So there you have it, an overall summary sorted by price. Of course, the recording will be shared afterwards, so you'll be able to get a chance to take a snapshot of the screen and you can use it accordingly. Remember, I'm not telling you what to purchase, I'm just showing you what the options are and what seems to be most valued. But what is valuable for one person may be different for another, but this will guide in terms of what will make sense for you, right? So as we move on from the packages, of course, I'll take any questions after. I just want to do a quick review of the Impulse K1 setup and overview. As shown before, we have these phone packages that are available that will give you gold, silver, or VIP status. These phones use the voice over blockchain protocol. What is the voice over blockchain protocol, Michael? What's all this hype about the phone? Um, and why is it important to Karatbars strategy? I thought we're into saving gold. Well, the core, as we know, we've been speaking about it, the core of the phone, what makes it operatable, would be the cryptocurrency, the KBC, which is backed by gold, which has the system, the ecosystem is actually backed by gold that we have in our vaults, which is being mined from the various gold mines we have. So it is part of a system. It's not one thing by itself. In addition to that, the vision of Harold Seitz and Karatbars by extension is to have 1%, not 10%, not 25, not 50%, but 1% of the global phone market. What is the global phone market? Over the past 2 years, it has been roughly 2.5 billion. Harold says he's just looking for 1%, about 25 million, and 0.2 of that, or 5 million, within the next 5 years. With these prices, strategic as they are, at 2,500, you get a VIP. Look at that. For less than a thousand of a full VIP package, you get a VIP status of 2,500. We will be able to increase the usage on these phones, thus driving up the demand for cryptos, and thus the price. But Michael, we're hearing about about that all the time. How do we use the phone? What are the features? It has a fingerprint scanner, the pin lock, face ID access, password lock, worm guard. Great. Let's learn a little bit more about this phone. The core functionality of the phone is based on decentralization. You may have been hearing Pastor Carlos talk about it. You may have been hearing Larry speak about it. It is the next big thing on the World Wide Web. And the beginning of the internet didn't really have owners. Everybody, every computer actually could connect to another computer. Eventually, computers were connected to servers. The tech giants and the big businesses were the gatekeepers. Based on who you worked for, then you would be able to have access to the internet. You had to have an account through one of the big players. Then we went into more centralization again. Well, yeah, that's where computers had to connect to a server, and that server would connect to the web. And now we're going to the Internet 3, which is bringing us back to the original days, so that people could connect to one another without relying on third parties to interact with each other, right? So we're going to look a little bit about what that constitutes. Because you see, when all data is in one place, it's in the hands of an international giant, it's easier to be accessed and hacked. If all of your data is in your bank's server, what happens if someone hacks that server? If all of your data is in Google, I would go there. What happens if someone hacks Google? If someone hacks Yahoo? If someone hacks any of these gatekeepers? Our identities will be at risk. And these things have happened, and they will continue to happen as long as there's some level of centralization, as long as there's one place that persons can access data. People always talk about in movies, you'd see about it, where persons can hack the government servers. And this is why decentralization can be the solution in many cases. And this, of course, involves generation of smarter phones and laptops. One of the key things that we're going to look at is a quick explanation as to how this works. Oops. Let me stop. Okay.
Impulse is the first smartphone in the world that works on VOBP, Voice over Blockchain Protocol. How does it work? Crypto data engineers analyzed and applied functions from the following areas: astronomy, maths, physics, psychology, sociology, economy, telecommunication, and informatics. To make things easier to understand, we will present a short demonstration. Let's think that a galaxy is a blockchain. More galaxies form the universe, but the universe has unique properties that we all know. It's infinite and it's expanding. Blockchain is defined like a virtual reality which works by clear rules from the beginning. So blockchain's ecosystem is increasing continuously because possibilities to create a blockchain are infinite, and the number of blockchains is multiplying year by year. A mathematics principle teaches us the following. Between 2 points, we have an infinite number of points. So we apply this principle in Impulse's algorithm. This helped us to create an infinite number of connections. So the device is sending the same information in all blockchain in the same time to interrogate which one is the fastest. This is how we get a full-speed connection. Authenticity of all users and information are verified by decentralized methods using miners all over the world. These methods improve security because they eliminate the human factor and third party. After security check pass, the ecosystem opens the communication channel, which uses more private keys and encryption methods. Imagine the ERC20 is a language which can be understood only by us. It's like we have our own dialect. To improve the communication system, Impulse is using an innovative algorithm which increases the encryption difficulty with every sent message. So if someone wants to join our conversation and learn our language, they must be accepted by both of us. Because privacy and security are our top priority, Impulse is using an extra protection algorithm against blockchain attacks. For example, in the worst-case scenario, even though it is almost impossible, if somebody has huge costs to get more than 50% plus one blockchain hash power or blocks, it will take 3 days to hack a blockchain. Our software changes communication channel every 10 minutes using special techniques. These techniques are constantly improving using AI and machine learning.
Yeah, so that was a quick explanation of one of the features of the voice over blockchain protocol. Basically, what they have been saying is that what is being shared, just a second, apologies for that. Let me just share back the screen again. Okay. Go back to that screen. Basically, the connections are encrypted. And once you have a connection made between one phone and another phone, that's it. No other servers, no other connections will be involved in that communication channel. And the communication is encrypted. So of course you have more protection and more security, and more importantly, privacy. We have various applications that are available on the Impulse K1 phone. And the application categories and some of their names are as follows. You have an application called the Store. Now, Store is something like the App Store or the Play Store. You have two types of applications there. You have the native applications, the ones that are available by crypto data. And you also have the applications or third-party applications that are not developed by crypto data or vetted, but they will still make it available to users based on the demand. So various apps such as WhatsApp and so on will be available However, the native applications are the ones that would have the security. Also, development continues to take place on these applications over time. So every now and then, just as how in the Play Store or the App Store, the applications would need to be updated to get the latest version. The newer versions will take care of any bugs or issues from the previous one. It's the same thing because development is continuing. We also have the Vault. In the Vault, we will have what is called a matrix identity. The matrix identity basically is you, information about you, information about your wallets you have, information about your contact information that is stored in your identity. Now, to create an identity, you will first need to have a 24-word passphrase generated. And that is recommended to be written down on a piece of paper or in a book and filed away. The recommendation is that this 24-word passphrase is not put on anything electronic that can be hacked or accidentally sent to someone else. It must be written and put away, and then you can pick it up and access it later on. Once a passphrase is generated, the keys that come with the phone can be configured. Once these keys are configured, there are 3 keys. One of them is basically to put away as a backup. That's to lock in a vault somewhere. And the other 2, one is more of a spare, and the other one is the one that is actively in use. When the phone is being set up, the backup will be, or the red key will be, will store the information first, so that if the phone were lost or damaged or whatever other reason, and you need to get a replacement, when you put that key in, it will restore the matrix identity that you had so that you can access your data that is on the blockchain. The crypto wallets will be part of that configuration as well. And of course, you can have multiple crypto wallets based on, I think this would be tied to the Karatbars exchange. Configuration stored in key, as I mentioned. Now, that is as far as the identity is concerned. Now, the key purpose for a phone is communication. When the communication starts, of course, you would need to have access to your contact list. With a twist, there's 2 types of contact lists. You have your regular contact list. This would have the telephone number of the persons that you would normally call with the normal telephone numbers and so on. But you also have a blockchain contact list. And we're going to have a quick explanation of these by Ovidio Tuma in a few minutes. We have the WISP. The WISP is actually the interface to the voice over blockchain protocol. And its usage is similar to WhatsApp, because with WISP, you'll be able to make phone calls to persons on the blockchain. You'll be able to send text messages to them. You'll be able to do video calls with them. You can have 2, 3, 4 parties also on a 3-way call, 3-way video call as well if need be. And you can also send text and information. And of course, all of this information is stored on the blockchain too, so that you wouldn't have those limitations with storage. Let's listen to Ovidio Tuma as he explains from the unboxing to the usage of the phone.
Hey guys, this is a video from Crypto Data, and today I will show you all the cool features of the Impulse Key 1. Finally, the device is being shipped out to all the users worldwide. Started shipping in December, late December 2019. And I felt there's a need among the users to explain a little bit more about the features of the device, about how it works, about all the cool stuff we've developed. So let's start by unboxing the device. This is the Impulse Key 1. This is the box exactly as it comes, as it gets delivered to you. Let's peel it off and see what we have inside. Let's see the content of the package. Inside, you can find on the left side the Impulse Key 1 device. Here we have it. It's a super cool toy. I will come back to it in a few seconds. Then, on the right side, you can find the wireless headset. Please make sure you peel off the security seal, otherwise it will not start charging. Then, we have the wireless charger. This is the wireless charger. You can use to wirelessly charge your device by connecting it to the cable and to the plug. And under the middle side, you can find 3 private keys. Each private key will be used according. I will show you in the next steps. And here, maybe you're wondering, what is this? This is a super cool souvenir. It's a super cool gift made especially for you, for our users. Then, in the second layer of the box, we can find the accessories. Basically, we have here a charger. This is the plug charger. The charger comes with 5 different plug heads adapters for every country in the world, for every continent. We thought of making it easy to use. Rather than carrying universal travel adapters, we thought, okay, let's provide our users with all the necessary accessories so they can connect it everywhere they found themselves in the world. Basically, you find the proper plug adapter you want to use, you click it in, and there you go. You have a proper charger. And here you have a special cable. This cable is meant to charge your device if you're looking to charge it by cable or to access the data inside. Thanks for watching. This is the unboxing side.
Okay, then we go to the second one.
Hey guys, this is a video from Crypto Data again. Let's see the first steps. I have the device, just got it out from the box. What do I do with it? First, let's peel it off. Let's take out. Basically, you have a protective layer on top, the initial one, and then if you want to remove the second one, you have to peel it off. I would suggest to keep it there for a few weeks, and maybe then if it gets crashed, you can remove it. Basically, you have 2 protective layers on top of the screen, not just one. The first one is the big one, then you have a smaller one. I have the device. I need to plug in a SIM card. This means I need to take the accessories from the box. Inside this box, I will find the key for opening the SIM tray. Basically here I have the user's guide and the warranty certificates. Then I have a, let's say, legal requirement certificate. I have a super cool gift for you. This is a super cool silicone case that comes in a pack for free. And on the side of this box I have a key. This is the key to remove the SIM. Most likely some of you already know it. For those who don't know how to use it, this is the pin to remove the SIM tray. Basically, you take the pin, you plug it in this pinhole, and then you can remove the SIM tray. Then, in this SIM tray, we have 3 slots. Slot 1, slot 2, and the SD slot. Basically, this is slot 1 for SIM card, the second slot for the SIM card, and the SD card slot. Let's take the SIM cards. If you have a SIM card like this, a brand new one, make sure you remove from this thing the tiny little SIM card called the nano SIM. This is the SIM card, this is the micro SIM, and then we have the nano SIM. We will need to use the nano SIM. You search for the way how to place it inside, and you can place the SIM in the tray. Let's do it with the second SIM card. There you go. This tray should go back in. Make sure you follow where the pin is, the pinhole is, and then you insert with that pinhole on the side. So if I try to put it like this, it won't go in. So then I have to do it like this. I just plugged the SIM tray inside. Let's turn it on. On the side, we have 3 keys, 3 buttons. Volume up, volume down, and the power or screen lock button. On the other side, there's the SIM tray. On the back side, we have the camera, we have the fingerprint reader, and all the necessary legal requirement labeling. The device just booted up. To unlock the phone, easily press on the side key and swipe up. This is all for today. Let's see a new episode upcoming. Thanks.
Okay. Right, so that gives a quick summary of the phone and its unboxing. And the last one I would put for today would be how to connect and to update the OS, and an introduction to how it setups. And then in another session, we can actually go through several of the other applications and also the technology behind it, right? So this last one was just about 5 minutes, and then we would wrap up.
Hey guys, this is a video from Crypto Data. In this episode, I will explain you the initial setup of the Impulse Key 1. Put it this way, we constantly work to improve the software. We constantly work to improve the operating system. When you got your device in your hand, most likely it was produced a week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months before you got it. So in between, we might have issued a new software update. We might have made some cool changes. The first thing you have to do is to connect the device to internet, connect to the blockchain, and check if there's any update available. How to do it? Just swipe from up to down. Connect it to a Wi-Fi network or just use your internet from your SIM card provider. I will connect mine. I'm connected to a Wi-Fi. How do I check for system updates? Simply go to Settings, System, Advanced, System Updates, and check if there is any system update available. For example, right now we have a system update available released by Crypto Data in December 19th. Okay, what do I do? First, I need to download it. Download complete. Now I have to install the update. The device will reboot, install it, and we'll see in a few seconds. Now my Impulse Key 1 just rebooted. I have a new system update installed. My operating system is now updated. What do I do next? First of all, I need to update the applications. I need to connect to the blockchain and get the latest apps. Basically, the device comes with the operating system and that's it. All the apps, all the cool features come signed with the blockchain. Come signed once I'm connected to the blockchain for the very first time. So how do I do that? I simply go to Store. If it's my first time or if there's any update, if there's any news, any changes happen since my last visit in the store, I will need to reconnect to the blockchain. Let's do it. I have to agree the terms and conditions. Of course, after I read it. And now the store is updating or installing by case all the latest system apps. There's two types of apps in the device. There's the native apps, the ones created by us, the ones signed by our blockchain signature, the unique blockchain signature, and this is the safe ones. Then we have the third-party apps. The third-party apps, it's a long discussion. Basically, there's two types of third-party apps as well. The ones coming from major companies worldwide and the ones coming from non-trusted sources, let's say. Our engineers constantly work to evaluate if an app is invasive or not, if an app is violating a privacy or not. Based on our reviews, based on our engineering, we will constantly update and constantly upload apps, make available apps in the store for you, third-party apps. Though, please note, using a third-party app, even though it primarily passed our engineering filters, can be harmful for your device. Privacy and security, that's a serious issue. Nobody knows what will happen in the next updates from these third-party apps. Nobody knows if one of the third-party apps in the future will release a harmful update. That's why we do not recommend you to download, to use any third-party apps more than the ones we released by ourselves. Let's see if there's any updates available for our apps. For example, let's take Wisp. Wisp is up to date. There's no update available. If I go to contacts, for example, I just found an update. Let's see. I just click update. The store is downloading the update and installing automatically. I don't have to do nothing. Moreover, constantly, whenever an update is available, you'll get a notification on your higher screen bar. There you can see the notification, there's an update available, you just have to click it and the app will be updated. So for example, now the Contacts app is updated. The Vault is up to date, Wisp is up to date, and the store as well is up to date. So I'm done with the updates. My device is now up to date with the operating system and the native apps as well. That's all for this episode. Thanks guys. Hey guys, this is a video from Crypto Data.
Wrap up this session for today. Next week, we're going to go through some of the other features, which includes protection, how we protect against cyber attacks, the blockchain recovery, how do we restore in case anything happens, and of course, the file, interplanetary file storage. So I just want to hand over back to Larry. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Michael. A lot of very interesting information. I am certain that many of you would have been listening from the beginning, and Michael would have gone and done some extensive explaining as it relates to the various types of packages. We're definitely going to probably liaise with Michael to get the table so we could probably send it out to you guys so that you can actually get a summary. But all in all, what I recognize is that there is something for everyone in this business. But more importantly, there's no mandatory obligations to partake in the multi packages. You have options. And that's really what I want to take away tonight. I'm not going to go into any more details, but it's just to give you a closing commentary as it relates to what he would have spoken about. There are physical packages which you can get via FedEx depending on where you live. It may not be a problem. However, you do have the digital packages which presents greater flexibility based on where you live. You're not going to have to be subjected to customs and excise duties. One of the most important things I recognize from Michael in terms of what we need to take away from is the importance of there's something for everyone. If you're into privacy and security, which everyone should be, the phone and the laptops is something you really want to consider. You just want to save gold, we have the cash code, the Karatbars system. You may be somebody who probably love trading, we have the Karatbit system. You're into team building, we have the multi packages. You're a sort of investor type kind of person, maybe the CM might be something for you. So there's something for everyone, and understanding the various components is important. So what I want you to take away from tonight's presentation, brilliantly done by Michael Amann, is there is various components for everyone to suit the need of the individual. Because bearing in mind that everyone coming into Karatbars may not be interested in building a team. Some people may just be interested in the phone, some people may just be interested in saving gold, or some may mix and match. So this company gives us so much diversity in order to really take this thing forward. But if you're in the vision, or if you were the vision with getting at least that 0.2% of the market, which is 5 million phones in the next couple of years, to help build the community, because guess what? If you build a community, you create usability for the KBCs. And what happens when you create usability? So at the end of the day, guys, this is a project that's ongoing. There's obviously going to be so much more interesting information that's going to be released. It's only the 29th of December, January, sorry about that. It's only the 29th of January. It's just the beginning of the year. There's so much more to look forward to. So it's just the beginning, guys. All right. So I want to thank you for being on this call. This call is going to be recorded and has been recorded already. And I'm going to definitely have it uploaded into our YouTube channel and passed on to our various teams before before the ending of the night. Probably the next hour or two, you guys gonna have it. All right. So, Michael, I just want to bring you back for maybe your final 2 minutes closing comments as it relates to what you would want our participants on tonight's Zoom call to take away from all this information.
Right, great. Thank you very much. So two things. One, again, Karatbars is not MLM. There's nothing that is mandatory. If persons want to participate in building points, they can to purchase, to redeem for other packages, they are free to do so. If persons want to just, for, as Larry said, just get the phone, to be part of that system to generate the demand for the KBC, you're free to do so. You just want to save code, you're free to do so. And of course, it's all here for you to see. And we can still make a difference in the lives of many. And of course, from many economic indicators, it is always important in the midst of whatever option you choose to continue to save in gold. That's my summary and closing for tonight.
Yes, sir. So at the end of the day, it's about saving in gold. That's the original policy and the mission of Mr. Harold Sites. It's saving in gold. But as I keep saying in many of our presentations, it's just not just about gold, because the diversity of the cash gold is a currency grade type gold, which allows
Absolutely.
you the ability to be able to transact this gold. So for the very first time, we have a gold that is already transactable as a currency available through our app and by extension, the
Mhm.
ecosystem. So thank you so much, Michael, for taking time to be on this call. We're looking forward to next week is going to be a continuing series with tips and tricks. I'm sure Michael will definitely have something up his sleeve, proverbially, of course. All right. So thank you so
For
much,
sure.
Mike. Have yourself a good night. And this call
Thanks.
is a wrap. Good night,